it's not going to take all of that into account in here unless I put it in where I do a cost segregation. And that's where you're like figuring out the actual value of it and doing a rapid depreciation. I know it sounds like some crazy things. I'm like going super crazy, but this is just how it works. Questions on this? Questions on QuickBooks? Anybody? No? You're like, what am I looking at?
Just revisit from time to time.
I'm going to go to the very beginning so we can look at each one, okay? So mind you, this is kind of like, go ahead. Yeah. So as I'm spending money, they're saying, okay, what is this attached to? What house? What project did you do? So they can then assess what it is, my profit and loss, and what I can write off. Every time I swipe my card and it shows like, okay, this went to electric bill and it knows the amount, it can say, okay, this is Wooden Fish Preschool 1's electric bill. Boom. Wooden Fish Preschool 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's how it works in here. But there's no, for this company, there's no employees. So a lot of them are automatic. So we'll go to rules, right? And you see how it says, what do you want to call this rule? They already have it in their Home Depot. Money out from the savings. And then it says, what do you want to include? And that you can set the rule every time it sees Home Depot transaction, what account is coming out of. And you could say if it's going to be like an expense charge, is it going to be a equipment charge, things like that. So every time I go to Morin Mechanical, they're the ones that have like all like the tractor stuff and all that. It automatically knows that I'm buying equipment costs. And they'll send me an email saying, okay, what did you just buy? I see this large amount that came out of your account. Explain this to me. I'm not sure what this is. And then I have to just tell them exactly what it is. And I'll show you guys what that conversation looks like. I know I'm giving you guys a lot of info. You're like, what is that? Right? We can go into like transaction questions and it'll say, okay, Weston Kia, $1,000. They'll ask, which vehicle? Do you see that? Which vehicle? Thanks, Marshawn. But if there's a rule for it, they don't ask me a question. So there's 15 things that need input on it. One that I just answered, 218 that I resolved. So September, I did $50 for Alexander money transfer. It was Cash App. That was a refer, parent. Right? You say what? Oh, listen, if you bring me a kid and they sign up, I'm gonna pay you a couple of dollars. You feel me? Expense. So she's asking what expense type is. Not sure, I'm gonna let her figure that out. I'm gonna say not sure, money back to a parent. Back to a parent.
So down to like monthly expenses that you pay for like certain things for the office, you put in there.
Office. So like for instance, this is Spirit Mountain. This is I pay say like business, meeting, hotel, stay. Boom, Spirit Mountain. Debbie, this is Debbie. I sent Debbie some money. Money, Debbie. I would say money for community, meeting, food. This is your bank? No, this is all Curtis and Newman. So this is Kayla. You know Kayla.